and welcome to the every 2 months weekly blanket. I know it's been a while since I posted something, but yeah, it's just kind of how it goes. I'll continue to try to keep up with it as best as I can. There's been a couple of things that have happened, but overall it's been an okay 2 months. Nothing really crazy going on or anything that happened. I did write down a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. So Elaine's still been dating the same young man for a little while now. And we actually, like I think I've mentioned before, we've known the family for a long time, but we've never actually really hung around a lot together. So we did have a chance to have, they're actually from Korea, or the mom is. The dad was born in Texas. But we had a chance to have a Korean BBQ kind of for the first time. I don't think we've ever really had it before, but it was really tasty. It was really good, and it was just a good night to hang around with them and tell stories about each of them, which was pretty funny. So that was fun. Nicholas, of course, had his birthday. He's now 9 years old. I can't believe how fast he's growing up, and it's still. I miss both of the kids when they're being really small, but they have to grow up, and that's just the way life is. But it was cool for his birthday. We actually decided to kind of redo his room. We hadn't really done it. Well, for 9 years, really. Ever since he was born, we've kind of kept the room the same way. But we decided that this year, we wanted to go ahead and do something for him and update his room. We removed the carpeting and redid the flooring for him, and redid the painting, of course. And we did have to show him that. We told him that we were going to kind of do that. But the surprise was that we were also going to do some Minecraft themed decorations and stuff like that, which he didn't know, and he didn't know until the day of his birthday when we revealed the room after we had done those things. So we got him a comforter for his bed and stuff that was Minecraft, and then a little decal for his wall that was Minecraft. So stuff like that, and I think he really liked it. He really enjoyed it. For his actual birthday, we took him to this place called Nickelmania. I don't know if it'll still be around when you guys are watching this, but it's a fun little place where you can go, and every game is only a nickel. It's nickels. Some games are like 5 nickels, and other games are 1 nickel. But it's still fun. You get tickets from some of the games, and then you can turn them in to win stuff. But it was a fun day, and like I said, he really enjoyed his room, and I don't know how long he'll like Minecraft. He's been liking it for quite a few years now, and actually I can't believe how popular Minecraft still is, considering how long ago it came out. And it'll be interesting to see how many more years that continues to be relevant, or something that keeps going. So that was fun. Let's see what else. Elaina has been doing a couple of different choir things. She's been continuing to do that. I took her to a volleyball game where it was supposed to be a large group of choir kids, but when we showed up, there was really only one other choir person there, and then another kid showed up, and at that point it was just 3 of them. But they needed a bass, somebody in the bass choir side. And so they were finally able to get somebody else. And so it only ended up being the 4 of them that did the national anthem just before a volleyball game. I guess really the most interesting part of that was that I got hit in the face with a volleyball. It was while everybody was practicing. I was kind of looking one way, so I didn't notice it until it was like right here by my face, so there was nothing I could do, and it just kind of hit me in the face. Luckily, I think it was just had bounced around and fell over to that side, so it wasn't anything horrible. And kind of along with the singing, Lainey's been doing a lot of singing at church lately, like helping to lead some of the songs. And she just kind of keeps getting more and more confident and getting better and better. Both Pam and I think she has a great voice. So we're kind of glad that she's able to use that talent in ways like that. And just this past week, actually, she sang again, and I think it's been the loudest and the best that she's sounded so far. I hope that she continues to do that and will continue to grow and more confident in that way. And because I think she sounds great, and I know other people have mentioned it too. And so really hope that she will continue to do that. We went to a PTA meeting for Nicholas, and he was really excited. He told us that he was going to do something that he had never done before, and so we told him not to tell us because we wanted it to be sort of a surprise. And we knew that he was going to be singing something, but we just didn't know what it was, and we were kind of speculating. I was like, well, maybe he's going to read something on his own, or maybe he's going to do a solo, which we were like, probably not, but who knows. And so we went the day of, and they sang the Pledge of Allegiance as well. And they also, one of the cool things that they did was that they signed sign language, the song, which was really kind of funny and interesting because Elaina this year is taking an ASL class, which she's really enjoying. She's really learning a lot, and she's really liking it. So it was kind of neat to also see that for that. But I think the special thing that he did was that he got a chance to hold up a big sign with a letter. And so at one point, the kids, some kids had lined up to the very front, and they all had letters, signs. And at certain points in songs, they would lift up the letters, and it would spell out like U.S. Air Force, Navy, military, that sort of thing. And so that's what he had a chance to do. So I guess that was the big surprise. So that was fun. And then the last thing I just wanted to mention is this past weekend, we had taken photos of both the kids. I take photos of the kids all the time, but every year I try to do, since I'm a photographer, I like to do a full-on photography session with them just to capture, how much they've grown, how much they've changed, and things like that, so that we can look at them in the future. And it's just really great to see how they interact with each other. They every now and then they fight, but more often than not, they get along together really well, and they play along together, and they're both very silly with each other. So I'll try to post one of my favorite pictures of them is Elaina was sitting behind, or kind of sitting next to Nicholas, and so of course she did the bunny ears behind his head, and then Nicholas wanted to do the same, and so he did the bunny ears behind her as well. And but of course they're both just really silly. So that's really about it. That's all that I have. And like I said, I'll try my best to keep up with these a little bit better than every 2 months, as I know that there's a lot of things that happen. And like I said, the reason I want to do these is so that when they grow up and have their own kids, or just when they're adults, they can look back at some of this stuff to remember some of their memories or some of the things that they did. So I'll talk to you all next time. Bye.